Okay, in this screencast, I just want to show you how to add all your pages to your portfolio. So I'm going to come up here, once I'm in edit mode, I'm going to come up here to the pages, and I'm going to start adding pages. Now after I click on the Pages tab, I can click on this plus sign. Now we're going to add several standard pages and several external pages. Okay, so the external pages means that I'm going to link out to the site that I created, the project. The standard page, we're actually going to embed them right into a portfolio page. This is nicer because then you don't have to leave your site to view it. It's easier on me to assess, but it's also easier on your students as well, or any time you build something so that people don't have to leave your site. They can view all the content right there. Okay, so let's start with the external links. I'm going to add 5 external links, so I'll just repeat this motion 5 times. I'll click on external page. The first one is going to be my GoAnimate. Now I know we had some GoAnimate problems, so if you don't have a link to it, don't stress out about it. You won't get docked for it. But I'll go up to my video, I'll copy the link, and I'll come back here and make sure you clear this first and then paste it in. Otherwise you'll get a double HTTP and the link won't work. And then make sure you open it in a new tab. Okay, so I'll save it. Then I'm going to add my 21st Century Learning page. So let's say I did TPAC. I'll click on the TPAC page. I'll copy it. Come back here to Weebly, add another external page, name it the title or the topic that I did it, clear that, paste, open a new tab, and save. Okay, so I'm going to do this a couple more times. The next one I'll do is an external link for my TIP project, my teacher's guide, student activity guide, signature assignment. I'll name this the topic that I did. So I did mine on human body. I'll come over here, I'll copy it, come back down here, clear this and paste, open a new tab and save. Okay, I've got the teaching and learning collaboration website, so I'm going to copy that. I'll come back to Weebly, I'll add another external page, and I can call this PD resources or tech resources, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I will clear this and paste, open a new tab, save, and then one last thing, I want you to use the standards as well. So I'll copy the standards, the ISTE standards, and those should be available on the website. And I'll add a new page, external page, ISTE, and the reason I want you to have this is just so that you have access to them easily, so you can review them from time to time. Okay, so now you can see as I've added all of these, they've come into my navigation. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a few more pages for the Zaption, the Piktochart, and the Buncee. Now these ones you could link out to them, but again it just is extra work for your viewers to have to click out of your website to view them. So we're actually going to embed them right into standard pages in Weebly. So let's create 5 new pages. Okay, and I'll click the plus sign again and do standard page. First one is I can do Zaption tour. Okay, if you want to name it something else, you can. I can select the header. I always select no header, but that's up to you. I'll save. Next thing I'm going to do is add a standard page for a Piktochart. Save. I'll add another page for another standard page for my applied project, Buncee. Applied project. Okay. Save. And then I'm going to add my menu items as well. So I'll add a page to my menu item number 1. And forgot to switch the header there. And I'll do standard page, and I can do menu item number 2. And save. Okay, so I've got all of these different pages on here. Okay, now what I want to do now is go for the blank pages that I have, I'm going to go and I'm going to, I'll start with the Zaption page. I'm going to come back and to my build tab, and what I want to do is drag over this embed code element. Okay, now you don't need to know any coding to be successful here. I'll show you how to easily grab it. But you have to go over to Zaption and look for the embed code. Now when you're on the Zaption tour that you created, you can click on this share button, and there is an embed code here that you can copy. Okay, you don't need to worry about any of the code or anything like that. I'm just going to copy it, and I'll go back to my website, click in here, I can edit custom HTML and paste it in. Okay, now it may not show up here. This one does. Sometimes the embed code doesn't show up, but as soon as you publish, it will show up. Okay, so that's what I mean by embedding and putting it right in the site so that you don't have to leave the site in order to view it. We'll do the same thing with the PictoCharts. Okay, when you get your PictoChart, you can go to Publish, and mine's published already, but you'll hit the Publish button. Okay, and then you've got some different options here. What I want you to do is copy this one that's at the very bottom. Okay, all of this code, the longest code. I just copy that, go back to my Weebly website, find my PictoChart page, okay, drag over the embed code, okay, and I can paste it in. Now when I click outside of it, it may not show up. Okay, this one just shows up as a blue bar, so don't worry about it not showing up right in the edit mode, but as soon as you publish, and I'll do it right now to check the live view, it should show up just fine. Okay, and there it is. Okay, now if you go back, the last thing you can do is your Buncee presentation. Same thing, you look for that share button and look for the code, and it's going to be this embed code. So you can select medium, large, or small. Probably medium is always a safe bet to go, because you don't want your width to be any more than that. So any more than like 900 pixels wide. So I'll copy that, and I'll come back to my pages, go to my applied project. I'll drag over the embed code again, and I will paste in. Okay, and then same thing may happen. This one shows up, which is fine. If it doesn't show up, just make sure that you publish and check it from there. Okay, now the last two pages that you have are the menu items 1 and 2. This could take a different view for everybody. So you could link out to another page, an external page, if you did something. If you are taking a screenshot of something, you may use the image element. If you have a document of some sort, you may use the document element to have the document show up on your site. So it's really kind of up to you on what you're going to do for that. All I do ask is that you also include some text in the menu item page so that you can address what it is you're submitting and kind of give an explanation of it. So for example, if I were to drag in a picture, maybe I take a screenshot of my TFA tracker, I uploaded the picture minus the names of the students. Then I can drag in a text box, and you can drag in a text box, and if you kind of notice the blue line that shows up to the right of it or the left of it or underneath, I can drag this other element to kind of create a column. Okay, so you see that my text is here, my picture is here, and then I can drag it around to kind of adjust it that way. Okay, so that'll be your different menu items that you'll add. So you'll have either menu item 1, 2, or 3. You'll have 2 of those 3. Okay. Now the last thing I'm going to have you do is organize this, because you've got too many things here in your navigation bar. It just doesn't look right. So what we're going to do is organize it. To do that, go up to Pages, and I'm going to create 2 more pages, 2 more standard pages. One is going to be resources. Okay, and I might do a landing page here. Yeah, maybe I'll just do no header. So I'll save that, and then I'm going to do another standard page, and I'll name it projects. Okay, and what I'm going for here is to create a drop-down menu, kind of like this, but so that it doesn't say more. I want to create two drop-down menus, one that says one for projects and one for resources. So what I will do is I'm going to drag this up to very close to the top, resources, and I'll also drag the projects up close to the top. And now what I have to do is just kind of drag and drop things where I want them. For the resources, I'll use the tech resources site. I'll drag it up under resources and I'll indent it a little bit, okay, so that it's not totally flush left. And I'll also do that with the ISTE sites, ISTE website. Okay, and what that does is that now if I hover over it, oops, let's see. I get the drop-down menu with both of the resources in there. I'll do the same thing with projects, where I'll just indent each of these, just drag them over a little bit so that they all fall under the projects tab, and that just cleans up my portfolio quite a bit. Okay, so I've got my resources and my projects and my home, and you probably also have a contact page in there somewhere as well. So I will just create one quickly, and contact page I can just drag up here to the navigation bar as well. Okay, so home, contact, resources with a drop-down menu, and project with a drop-down menu. Alright, so then the last thing you want to do is just publish and make sure you have everything, and you can double check your site. Here's my live site now, and it's got everything that I need. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.